Hi guys. Okay, so we're here. We're going to do the electronic filing of your Georgia LLC. How exciting. So proud of you that you've come this far. This is a very exciting moment for you, and this is just the beginning of your entrepreneur journey. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right in. This is the Georgia Secretary of State's website, ecorp.sos.georgia.gov. Go check it out. If you can't find it by typing the address into your URL bar, just Google it, Georgia Secretary of State's website. You want to make sure that the website at the end of it says .gov. That is highly important. You don't want to go into a fraudulent website or a misleading website and give them all your personal information and they file something on your behalf. So just make sure you are at the correct place before putting in any personal information. Highly, highly, highly important. Alright, so let's jump right in. So I have 4 tabs here, as you can see. The first one is the web page, which just has your online services. If you, once next year rolls around and you have to do your LLC filing, that's what these 2 buttons are for. One-click annual registration with no changes, no login required. You literally just go in, type renew, and then put in your card information. That's it. Annual registration with changes. Say your business address changes, members change, or your registered agent changes. We'll get into what a registered agent is, and that would be something that you would have a change for. Let's jump right in. The next tab we're going to go to is, you're going to click online services. I already have it up though. Once you go into online services, it's going to take you to this login screen. The login screen, if you already have a login, simply just log in. If not, you're going to create a user account. As you click a user account, you're going to put in your personal details. You're going to create a login, your username, your password, and that's going to be on screen 2. And then you're going to go to screen 3, which is done. I already have a login, so which is my 4th tab. And this is what it looks like once you've logged in. So really, once you log in, you get access to everything that you can do with the Georgia Secretary of State's office. You have it here. Think of this as your back office. You have your business search, which is a tool that you can use without logging in. That's simply looking up all of the Georgia businesses that are registered here within the state, businesses that are active, businesses that are dissolved, name reservations, anything there that's public record. You can find that. Your name reservation, if you want to submit that. The name amendment. Say you do go ahead and file your LLC. Then you come back and you're like, I don't really like the name. Then you can come back, you can file a name change only. If you just want to complete a paper application, you can fill out the paper application and then you can submit it online. So instead of getting an envelope, finding a stamp, doing all the extra, you can complete the paperwork, and you can create your account and then simply upload it here to the submit paper online filing. Alright, so the moment you've been waiting for, we are going to create or register a business. Okay, so now from here, what you want to do is you're going to create your business. I am creating a new domestic business. Hi guys, Jasmine here. I just wanted to jump in and just clarify that your domestic business means that you are registering your business within the state of Georgia, and that a foreign business means that your business is registered in another state, but you are going to be doing business in the state of Georgia and you want to legally register your business with the Georgia Secretary of State's office. So you want from this drop down, you're going to pick which one you want. We're doing an LLC. So you're going to do a domestic limited liability company. Then we're going to scroll down. Do you have a business reservation, name reservation number? So if you previously filed that name reservation that we talked about previously, then you can put that number here. Requested business name. So you get 3 options that you can pick from. You don't have to submit 3, but you get 3. So your business name, we're going to go with, I'm feeling cupcakes today. Alright, so we're going to say Mary Cupcake Mary's Cupcake Factory. I like that. Mary's Cupcake Factory. Alright, so in Mary's Cupcake Factory, at the end of it, you have to put how you want your LLC to be listed. So you can see there are a few following designations that you can put. You can spell out limited liability company. You can put LLC. You can put LLC with some periods in it. Literally whatever you want. So comma LLC. That's how I like it. Plain, simple, and clean. So say there's something else that already has Mary's Cupcake Factory and she wants to plan for the future. So she says, all right, I still want to do Mary's Cupcakes Factory, but she does Mary's Cupcakes. I like to use the and symbol. Mary's Cupcakes and Sweets Co. LLC. So those are Mary's two options. If there's something that's already filed that's similar to option 1, then the agent that's working her case will default to the second business choice name. Okay, and then this section here is only if the upload name approval document. There are certain names that require approval before you can use them. Like you can't just put them in your business name. For example, insurance, assurance, surety, fidelity, indemnity, bank, banker, banking, credit union, trust, college, and university. So these are words that have to be approved by the Secretary of State's office, and you have to have a letter before you can register your LLC name or any business name with them. And if you do happen to get approval for that, then you have to upload that with your application. All right, then you go down to your business purpose, your Naics code. Your Naics code, that is the North American Industry Classification System. It is the standard used by federal agencies in classifying businesses for the purpose of collecting, analyzing, and publishing statistical data related to the U.S. business economy. If you do not know which classification to choose, then choose I don't know and the Naics code drop down. However, if you choose not to provide this information, then choose any business, any legal purpose. So, if you know specifically what you want to use your LLC for, then you can pick what it's going to be for. There are some options here for you to choose from, and it's pretty straightforward, kind of. And then you would pick, so there's 2 options for retail trade, and then you'd also get a subcategory. But what some people like to do is they want to keep the LLC, but say they, down the line, they say, okay, I want to sell teas, I want to sell candles, but they still want to keep the name, so you can put any legal purpose, and then you can use your LLC for anything. Your principal office address is going to be your principal place of business. This is the address that is actually going to be within the public record system. So you can put your home address, or if you want to get a virtual address and place that here, you can do that as well. But this is going to be your official business address. This is going to be the place where you receive any correspondence from the state's office. It's going to go there. So whichever address you put in here, make sure you have access to it, that if it requires a subscription, that you are going to keep up with it, because that's where your official state correspondence paperwork is going to go. Alright, so we're going to say Mary's address is 123 ABC Street, and she lives in Atlanta, Georgia, and her zip code is 30328. Right? Okay, continue. Next, we're going to go to the primary email address. The primary email address is simply that. This is going to be where your primary correspondence is going to come. This is where you're going to get your submission confirmation, your approval confirmation, your denial, your caseworker, if he or she has any additional questions, this is where they're going to contact you. This is where you're going to get your reminders for your annual fee. This is where, if the state has any announcements, this is where they are going to send them. So we'll say Mary's email is mary.cupcake@gmail.com. mary.cupcake@gmail.com. Okay, secondary email, if you would like to put one, you can, but it is not mandatory. It's simply up to you. Okay, the registered agent piece. So what's so important about a registered agent is that this is the person that is going to receive any legal correspondence. So say, unfortunately, Mary is involved in a situation to where she sold a batch of cupcakes and she gave about 10 people food poisoning or something serious happened. And they said, okay, we want to sue Mary. So they do their legal proceedings, and when Mary has filed her lawsuit, they are going to use the address of the registered agent. So the registered agent is going to receive those documents, the serving of her. So that's why it's important to make sure you have a registered agent. That registered agent can be yourself, or it can be a business. Some people put themselves, some people actually put a business. Unfortunately, at the current moment, Seminity does not offer registered agent services, but that is something that we look to offer sometime soon. But yeah, currently right now we don't. There are a couple of bigger businesses that are registered throughout the United States that can do this on your behalf. Just do a quick Google search and you can find some. Okay, so your registered agent would be, we'll say Mary Green. Mary, was it cupcake at gmail.com. 123 ABC Street, Atlanta. Her county is Fulton, and 30328. Alright, create registered agent. Organizer information. Organizer information is simply the person that is filing this registration. The organizer information, that does not mean that this is the person that is legally liable for the business. This is simply just the person that is filing this application for the articles of organization. So that can be an individual or it can be a business. If you do need help, Seminity is here to help you do this. We can file your LLC registration on your behalf. If you do need assistance with that or have any additional questions, you can call us or text us at the number that is below this video. So if you're doing this yourself, the individual would be you. So we're going to say Mary. Mary's last name is Green. You don't have to provide a middle name. Her address, ABC Street, Atlanta, 30328. Alright, add. There you go. If you want to add more than one person, you definitely can. But if it is just a single member LLC, then you're just going to put you. You can have an LLC with more than one person, but that's a different story. That will have to be an additional video. That would be a multi-member LLC, which could be like partnership, or something along that sort. So if you have questions regarding that, like I said, feel free to reach out, text, email, or just call us at the number below, or you can reach us at launch@cemenity.com. So let's continue. So we already have Mary registered as the organizer. So that's there. Optional provisions. You don't really have to put anything here. And then your filer's certification signature. So this is literally just who's filing, who's the official person that's submitting this. You're saying, I legally represent this organization and I have the authority to sign to submit this to the state. So you're going to check this box. And then the most important piece here, the most important and exciting piece, is to determine when you want your LLC to be effective. It can be effective on the date of the filing, which is the date that you're submitting and making your payment, or it could be at a future date, which is what you have 90 days to push it out. So you can choose whether you want it to go into effect that day if you're ready to pay, or it could be within 90 days. So simply, we're going to say that we want it to go into effect the date of filing, and then you would just type your name. So Mary Green. And then here, so these are the capacities that you can sign as. You can sign as an organizer, a member, manager, or attorney in fact. An organizer, you normally sign as an organizer if someone is filing this on behalf of the LLC. So if Cemenity was filing this LLC on behalf of Mary, we will sign it as an organizer because we are not a member or a managing member of the LLC. So Mary can sign this in the capacity of an organizer or a member. A manager is simply just someone that manages the business, and then the attorney in fact is the attorney in fact. So either or, Mary can sign this. So we're just going to leave it as organizer. And then you're going to do a quick review of your LLC, and you're going to make sure that all of your information is correct. So we have your requested business name that she really wants is Mary's Cupcake Factory. Her second choice of business name is Mary's Cupcakes and Sweets Co. LLC. Her primary information, the formation state, is clearly Georgia. The business address, don't need the name approval. Her Naics code that she's using is any legal purpose. The registered agent is herself. The organizer information, optional provisions, we didn't have any, and her agreeing to the certification. So you're going to submit. And here is where, if Mary was super eager and anxious about getting her business done, she can choose to expedite. You can do a same day or 2 business days. So same day is $250 if you submit by noon. You can get it done on the same business day. 2 business days is an extra $100. And then if you want the regular process, which is about 7 to 10 business days, sometimes it can be longer depending on the volume of applications that they have. But I say about 7 to 10 business days, I've noticed it's just $100. So the general flat fee is $100, but then if you want to expedite it, it could be $100 or $250 additional. So then Mary says, okay, no, it's fine. I'll just wait the normal time frame. Click to pay.